Friday, the 3rd of January 2025. It's a beautiful day and we're here to serve you nothing but sizzling breakfast. My name is Mohammed. Yesterday, the NPP's National Council decided on the fate of who leads them in their front bench in Parliament, and is settled on the now majority leader. As before the dissolution of the 8th Parliament, obviously, the majority leader will become the minority leader in the 9th Parliament, and he'll be seconded by Patricia Appiagyei. Prior to this day, a lot of us had, analyzed this. Ibrahim Alassane was in the studio a couple of days ago, and we talked about this, that there were calls for a woman to second Alexander Appiagyei. Well, the National Council of the NPP decided that it will go with a woman for this, the deputy minority leader in Parliament. But the question is, who leads the majority in the 9th Parliament? Will the NDC also settle on Kisiel Atuforcing? Well, in the coming days, we are yet to see. But today, President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo will address Parliament in his final State of the Nation address. Quite an interesting one, right? This will be historic because in 2016, President Mahama then delivered his final State of the Nation address in anticipation of President Akufo-Addo becoming the president of the country. Now, the flip side is President Akufo-Addo is delivering his final State of the Nation address in anticipation of President Mahama becoming president when the 9th Parliament resumes after January 7. Quite an interesting one. But you're welcome to the show. Let me bring you a word of the day.
Here is a recap of the words we brought you this week. On Monday, we brought you Inimitable. On Tuesday, we brought you Genuflect. On Wednesday, we brought you Meritorious. And on Thursday, we brought you Sagacious.
So that was a quick recap of words we brought you this week. Know that every morning here on the show, we help you improve your English language, writing, and of course, speaking. So those were the words that we brought you this week. Let's head to Inside Out. On Inside Out this morning, every morning on the show on Fridays, we ask you what's on your mind, especially with the president's delivery of the State of the Nation address. What are you anticipating? Are you thinking that the president should talk about the anti-LGBTQ bill? It'll be interesting to hear from the president on the bill, whether or not he has just a few days to go. Will he assent to that bill? Will he talk about how he has managed the economy? He says he's the greatest man of our time. Is he really the greatest man? Will the economy or the fundamentals tell that indeed he's the greatest man of our time? Call us, let us know. Our phone numbers are on your screen. Let us know what's on your mind. And then what do you make of the President's, the National Council of the NPP's announcement of Alexander Appiagyei as their minority leader? Now, mind you, this minority is, like the NDC would say, micro-minority. What will be the impact of Appiagyei? Will his voice be loud enough to bring about the concerns of the NPP in Parliament when it resumes after January 7, after they're sworn in? On various sectors of the economy, energy, education. I'm sure key on his agenda will be the free senior high school education, how his government has fared. Prior to coming into office, the president said free SHS was his priority. It It was the very first thing that he did when he assumed office, the institution of the Free Senior High School. 7 or 8 years down the lane, how has the NPP fared in the handling of education? Some students in secondary schools were provided with some laptops to aid their education. Do you think that augmented education enough? Let's hear from you. The phone number is on your screen, 0532961218, 0264509036. Call us, let's hear from you. Like I said, the president will deliver the State of the Nation address today. Are you expectant of anything? What should the president touch on? What will be the president's demeanor? It's something I'm also looking forward to. What will be his posturing? Because this is a president who said, I will not hand over power to John Dramani Mahama, but he does not wield power to decide the fate of Ghanaians. And so Ghanaians went to the polls and decided that we want John Mahama back. John Mahama, prior to leaving office in 2016, said posterity will judge. Did posterity really judge? Let's hear from you. We have our first caller. Hi there, good morning. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Good morning, please. My name is Seriki Pitens and I'm doing the watching from Koforidua.
Okay, talk to me, sir.
A very happy new year to you and your spouse at GHOne.
Many, many happy returns,
really
sir.
Appreciate the good work you've done the year under review. And a very happy new year to my family inside Accra, the Kojiro family. This is Pitens. I'm speaking from Koforidua.
Okay.
It has been a very tough year for us in the year 2024, but we thank God Almighty that we changed the direction of our camp this time, and we have been able to bring back the Messiah, because we are the same people who voted for the President Nana Akufo-Addo, who has really disappointed us, we the youth, and we don't think we can accept such a governance in this country anymore. And on the education side, they have really disappointed us. This government, this outgoing government, is the most disappointing government we've ever experienced in these years. I mean, these last 2 decades. So I don't think we are going to do something like that, such mistake again. So we wish our elected president the very best luck. He should come and check it and give us the hope that we all expected. Thank you.
Thank you too for calling all the way from Koforidua. We do appreciate you, and we do appreciate you for staying tuned in from January 2024 through till January 2025. You know, it's interesting when I say 2025. A lot of us thought 2025 was very far away, but now it's here. Call us, let's hear from you. We have another caller. Hi, caller. Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling me from? Hi there, caller. Good morning to you. We lost that caller there. We have another caller again.
Hello.
Hi there. Yes, sir. Good morning to you. Happy New Year, by the way.
Good morning, and then a Happy New Year to you all. My name is Chairman Olabode Williams. I'm calling from Nima.
Oh, sir. Talk to me.
My sister.
My
the
brother.
rights of Nana Addo Akufo-Addo must not, and I repeat, let a person to come and rule this country anymore. Nana Addo Akufo-Addo has been a wicked president, a disrespected president, and somebody who doesn't listen to the plight of the people. Akufo-Addo has disappointed many Ghanaians, and for that matter, the coming of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is a blessing to all Ghanaians, and especially to most of us. The youth were disappointed in Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, even though I didn't vote for him, and I don't think I will vote for the NPP. But the coming of John Mahama is a blessing to all Ghanaians.
Did you say you didn't vote for the NDC?
Yeah, I didn't vote for them because they are wicked people, and I don't like that party. John Mahama is somebody that we know. John Mahama is humble. John Mahama is respectful. And John Mahama is somebody.
I quite understand you. You said they are wicked people, but you said you didn't vote for John Mahama as well. You didn't vote for the NDC. So it means you didn't vote for John Mahama.
Yes, I voted for John Mahama.
Okay, you did vote for John Mahama.
And I love the NDC.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Granted. That's fine. Thank you. But please, let's be decorous when we call. The use of certain words, wicked and all that, it doesn't augur well. That's still our president of the land. Hi there, caller. Good morning. Happy New Year.
Good morning, madam. Happy New Year.
Your name and where you're calling me from? And what's on your mind this morning?
My name is Awal, calling from Bibila.
Okay. Talk to me.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. I wish all Ghanaians a happy New Year and also happy New Year to the president-elect. We thank God our labor has studed too much results and that brought the current president to power. I think just few days to the elections, how I got to know that the NPP is not what they call it popular in Ghana was that when you open the phone lines for people to phone in and tell Ghanaians who they are going to vote for, out of about 8 or 10 people who called, almost all of them said they were across the country, some from Aparik, some from Tamale, some from Kumasenku, and all the 9 said they were going to vote for the NDC, and that's how I got to know that really the NDC wasn't popular in Ghana. Look, Nanado has reappointed Ghanaians big time, and I thought somebody of his age would have served with humility because he knows what has happened during the time of Raleigh, Sila Liman, and Co. And I thought because of the experience that he has gathered over time, he would have been the best president Ghana has ever had. But to my surprise, the first thing Nanado came to do was first appointing about 110 ministers when he told us that we didn't have enough money and he couldn't hire a lot of people. He came and appointed about 110 ministers, and when we were complaining, he added one and added about 10 or more regional ministers. That made about 126 ministers. That was a drain on public purse. So we didn't have enough money, and we are hiring so many people that will have a drain on our purse. That is how I got to know that he wasn't going to be a president who is going to serve Ghanaians too. Well, and lo and behold, he failed miserably in every aspect of Ghanaian, the Ghanaian life. Nanado has failed. The management of our economy, when he told us the economy was bad, he came and the economy got worse. With regards to security, things got worse. With regards to energy, things got worse. Our education that they are blabbing about, the depth, I think everybody is aware of that. I'm a teacher in the senior high school, and what we're experiencing in the senior high school is nothing to write home about. We thank God the current president is in, and we are praying that he will be able to manage the Ghanaians very well as what the former president is doing.
Thank you very much for calling us all the way from Zibia. Thank you very much. We do appreciate your calls all through 2024. All of you have been with us, and we do appreciate that. That's it for Inside Out. All right, we're in court and Captain has joined us. Captain, good morning.
Good morning, Lily.
How are you?
I'm good, you sir.
I'm doing awesome.
I'm enjoying your outfit today.
Thank you.
What are you wearing? You must be wearing somebody.
Obviously, I am, but she hasn't paid me to do this, so obviously.
You won't.
I am very sorry. I cannot give you free ad. Yeah. Management will send me send me a cake. But what's up in courts?
Yes.
Election disputes. A lot of issues
are happening thick and fast, and you note that.
And the very big English words they use, the mandamus.
Yesterday, myself and Lantan were talking about the fact that the word mandamus is the word that we celebrated at Christmas.
Yes, it was a mandamus Christmas.
And just yesterday, we have an ex-party motion at the Koforidia High Court, and guess what? Fantiakwa constituency is also in the news because the NPP candidate who won the election, the NDC candidate, is saying no. I don't agree with the results. So he went to court ex-party, and ex-party means on the blind side of the NPP candidate, the one who has won the election. And one section has become very notorious in this whole election matter, PNDC law 284. That provision, particularly Section 16 and 20, Lily, come to court and see everybody is quoting those two sections. Section 16.
Does that mean everybody has their own interpretation?
So the point is that it talks about how elections are organized and how you are supposed to challenge if you disagree. And it has become the term that all the lawyers have been using in court in relation to all that has been happening. But of course, when he went to court ex-party, what did the court say? His request was granted. And let me walk you through what the court has been saying in relation to what he filed at the Koforidia High Court, presided over by Justice Senior Adamehe, I must say. And then he, Honorable Henry Boachi Yadom, was the one that filed this particular ex-party motion. And he went to court he took Ernest Yaokumi. He won the election at Fanchankwa to court. He's an NPP parliamentary candidate, and he so sued the Electoral Commission because EC is the body that organizes election, collates, and declares results. And there's a reason the EC has also been in court along the line. Then the Clerk of Parliament, remember, Monday, you know what is happening on Monday? Monday, all the parliamentary candidates elects, or all the MPs elects, will be in Parliament, registration will happen, and then the midnight swearing-in will take place in order. He said, no, don't add Ernest Yaokumi to it. Stop him from being sworn in as the because I have issues. And the court granted the interim injunction. In this case, it is to last for 10 days. After 10 days, you put Ernest Kumi on notice, then the party appear in court to argue their case out. But just so for our listeners, let me just walk you to the final order of the court. The court said, it is hereby ordered that the respondent, that is the Ernest Kumi Electoral Commission and the Clerk of Parliament, to, as it were, I said they are restrained from proceeding to call, admit, register, swear in, recognize, gazette the first respondent, that is Ernest Kumi, as the elected member of Parliament for Akwetia constituency, and for the first respondent from holding himself out as member of Parliament for Akwetia. In fact, this is in relation to Akwetia constituency, and the order was given in relation to yesterday. So the point is that Ernest Yaokumi, the court is saying that for the next 10 days at least, you cannot hold yourself as a member of Parliament elect. Parliament should not allow you into the chamber. So that's one of the things. Hopefully tomorrow.
But at what time did this come in?
That was yesterday.
I'm wondering the time, because yesterday in the morning we saw a lot of the MP elects walking into Parliament to register.
Absolutely. He came later part in the afternoon.
Maybe he had already done his registration.
So where he has gotten to, once this order has come in, they have to pause.
So he cannot walk into Parliament now.
When you want to walk into Parliament, you'll be as a spectator to watch whatever will happen.
And not a citizen.
I know that. So that's one thing that happened in relation to that. So in fact, tomorrow, those ones that we know, the four each cases.
Tema Central or Kaikwe Central, Ablikuma North, and then
I don't want to be in the shoes of the parliamentary candidates on both sides.
You know,
I don't want to be in their shoes because tomorrow most of them will know their fate. In fact, all of them, 8, so 4. The 4 here, the 4 there will know their fate as to whether they will be part of the processes in Parliament. And if even the EC is asked to go and recollate or declare, what time frame would you be able to do?
Will the EC have ample time?
Maybe weekend. They can use Saturday and Sunday.
And Sunday.
But the court will sit at 12 noon, depending on the time that the court will be done and the outcome. Then we'll know more. So it promises to be an interesting time ahead, especially when Parliament is also proceeding.
We'll be dissolving,
Absolutely.
by midnight on the 8th.
Yes.
The 6th.
So
let's move on and look at other issues. In Dodowa, there was an issue.
So I'm going to ask you this question. How would you feel you have a property and before you realize the property has been raised down?
Well, obviously.
You never have it easy. And guess we are talking about an ex-military man, ex-soldier.
So that's his property?
Ex-soldier's property. So you can see the property on your screen, and this one is somewhere, Dodowa Waterworks. That is where 8 acres of land, fenced with single rooms all at the corners, but all of them have been demolished by unknown assailants. And in fact, the police, he managed to get information, reported the matter to the police. Police arrested some 2 guys, and with a machine that they used to demolish the whole wall. Now, the vehicle that was impounded, brought to Adenta police station, the crime officer, the divisional crime officer at Dodowa, who is seized with the matter back in court on the 10th of February. But the matter in contention here is that the only evidence that the complainant, that's the ex-soldier, GHOne Ahiadome have, is the truck and the accused person involved, because they have mentioned some other names. And that particular one, I said, hold on, the police should hold on. Let's do further investigation until we get to the bottom of it. The police just, on the face of it, have released the document, and he was not happy with it. But let's hear from him exactly what the situation was, especially how he got to know about this whole demolition exercise.
He saw cars being parked at the site and then payloader break. At that same morning, I went to the Dodowa police station to lodge a complaint that this is what. At that same morning, I went to the Dodowa police station to lodge a complaint that this is what has happened to my property. So they went and brought the suspect. Has happened to my property. So they went and brought the suspect, which are the payloader driver and the payloader boy, and then the low bed driver, the payloader driver and the payloader boy, and then the low bed driver and his low bed boy, which they all brought to the police station. On that fateful day morning, on that 24th, they were asked to take to court. So they took them to court. When they took them to court, we were there. They hear the case. After hearing of the case, he asked me, who is the complainant? I said, I'm the one. Then he said, are you not the one who said you are not interested in the case? I said, me, my lord, I've never said so. I don't even know what is going on. So then they granted the low bed driver and then the payloader driver, they granted them bail.
So that's wisdom.
Yes, that's GHOne Ahiadome, the complainant in
the ex-military man.
The ex-military man
okay.
who's been subjected to this ordeal, and but he's also been making some concerns about in fact, a message to the IGP. We are in the country where rule of law must work, and if the police, who is supposed to ensure proper investigations are done, are doing all these things, then he has this message for the IGP in relation to this man.
I was coming back from Accra, which I was receiving some calls that the machine has been released to the low bed driver and then the payloader driver.
That's the machine they used to demolish them.
That's the machine that they used to demolish all my property. So I got furious. I called the crime officer, the divisional crime officer, and she was like, yes, they will bring the machine to Dodowa police station. They will take some entries before the machine will be released. And I said, no, madam, these are machines that I'm going to tender for evidence. As of now, nobody has been heard by the police that he was the one that caused this damage. Though the machine operator has mentioned some few names of those people, but the people have not been arrested. So as the people have not been arrested, at least the machine needs to be in the custody of the police. So when we arrest the people, so that the machine can be released to the machine owner. Because the machine, they are the evidence that I'm going to tender for court. And you said you are going to release the machine, and which I'm not happy with it. And this is something that I want the general public need to come in. Single room self-contains, all the corners, 4 of them has been demolished. So please, the government need to come in, IGP need to come in. We beg the judiciary, and then the special prosecutor need to come in, intervene in this issue. This is a huge money that have been wasted.
So special prosecutor, judiciary, IGP, Lily, you also are a stakeholder.
What will be the job of the special prosecutor here?
So to investigate, to help with but of course
the police is there.
Yeah, police. In this whole matter, it is the police.
Yes.
But he think that all these people should use their eyes, their lenses to support in this cause, because it is not even the first time. It's not the first time that the whole war was broken down. This is the second time when people die. But in all of this, the chief who granted
coming from Odokum, those have been suffering a lot here since '92, and there were a lot of things that we've been through, but we know and we believe in the rule of law, that we were governed by the law of the land. So I want the IGP to let the rule of law works, so that everybody that they will catch, they have to do the proper investigation and know who is behind them, because those who came on the site, those who are operating the machines and the things, they are innocent in these things. So they should go inside the matter and fish out those who send them and deal with them with the law.
So that's the
yes. Nene Ade Teku Peteku Osaye the fourth.
But if he says that, well, the people who demolished the wall and the self-contained or whatever it is were not from the Suta community or Dodua community, then where did they come from? Obviously, somebody is also thinking that I am the custodial owner of the land.
If you follow the history and then the processes leading to that, you realize that there's somebody else who is also behind. But it's just a matter of the parties sitting down and then aligning themselves to whatever has happened. But of course, in relation to this one, he mentioned that not the people who are doing this are not from within. If they are not from within, then definitely they are from somewhere. Yeah. This information can assist the police to be able to widen their investigation into the areas. And in the coming days, we hope. So on the 10th of February, the matter will come back in court and then we'll know more about this one.
Okay, Captain. Thank you very much.
Yes, so from here, if you see me singing, I'm going to be joining the choir right now. So don't be surprised.
We're still in the celebration mood, aren't we? Well, that's caught today. Let's now bring you our video of the day. R2B Welcome back to the show. This is OJ today here on GHOne TV. I am Lily Mohammed. Let's bring you some melodies. Let's take you to heaven small. And I've been joined in the studio by the NAS KNUST choir. They are going to bring us some melodious tunes. Stay with us. Enjoy the moment. We're still in the celebration mood. Still early days of 2025. And they are led by John Brown. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very fine. How are you too?
I'm doing awesome. Happy New Year.
Many happiness in return.
But how has it been being part of the KNUST NAS choir?
It's a special experience being part of the NAS KNUST choir. I mean, seeing yourself minister to people, giving people hope.
You give people hope, huh?
Yeah, through music.
Okay.
It's a nice experience.
Okay. But what level are you in school?
I'm a final year student.
Final. What are you studying?
Logistics and supply chain.
Hey, let's go. I hear you'll be visiting the president. But please take over.
Sure. So the NAS KNUST thought it wise to visit the prisons and then the orphanage, which is coming off on a Saturday, 4th January. Yes, so with this, we come here to, create the awareness that, I mean, giving people hope. We are not exempting the prisons and then the orphanage. They are equally important just as we are. So we are giving them that opportunity. Minister to them, give them some, Christmas gift, January.
Okay, yeah. You're visiting them on 4th of January. At least to celebrate New Year with them,
That's
and then
right.
give them hope that someday they will be released, right?
Exactly.
Okay, please give us hope this morning.
Thank you very much.
Okay, please give us hope this morning.
Thank you very much.